Because the womb isn't just warm, it's wise. When you remove the mother, you don't just change the process, you change the soul contract. What happens when a child is not gestated in a woman's body, but in a tank? What happens when there's no heartbeat to sync with, no hormones to imprint, no intuition guiding development? What happens to bonding, to frequency alignment, to spiritual inheritance? Because the womb isn't just warm, it's wise. It codes the child with signals of safety, rhythm, and biological communication. It translates the mother's emotional state into cellular data. It gives the child a sense of place, even before birth. It is not just a carrier, it is a teacher. And the artificial womb has no wisdom. It has sensors, not senses. Code, not compassion. It does not feel, grieve, pray, or sing. It does not transmit lineage. It does not hold the child in sacred frequency. It holds them in sterile simulation. And that changes what arrives. Now, advocates will say this is progress, that removing the need for pregnancy levels the playing field, that artificial wombs will liberate women from the burden of gestation, that this is freedom. But let's be honest, this isn't about freedom, it's about control. Because once birth is removed from the body, it can be scaled, tracked, optimized, mass-produced, regulated, and sold. The female form becomes obsolete, the mother becomes inefficient, and humanity becomes one step closer to a post-human society where life is grown in labs, monitored by machines, and detached from the divine. We must not ignore what this does to the soul. Conception, gestation, and birth are more than medical events. They are rites of passage, energetic portals. And when you remove those stages from the organic process, you strip away layers of spiritual encoding. A child born through a machine is not born wrong, but they are born differently, and that difference must be acknowledged, because every soul chooses its entry path, and the body it arrives through is part of its mission. If we erase the mother, what missions are we rejecting? What happens when soul-rich, spiritually attuned children refuse to enter through synthetic means? Do they wait? Do they reroute? Or do we end up with generations of spiritless vessels, biologically alive, but energetically blank? These are questions the scientific community isn't asking, because they don't believe in soul, they believe in data. But you and I know better. We know the difference between alive and embodied, between breathing and truly being here, and that difference starts in the womb.